The good news is a WWE title holder has been injured, but the bad news is it's not Roman Reigns, and he will continue to hold that belt for another 10 million days. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And I was kidding, don't worry. It's never good to see anybody get injured, and don't panic. If Roman Reigns did get injured, I'm sure Vince McMahon would just build him a time machine so he could jump back in it and keep his Universal title around his shoulder and his WWE title around his waist. But we're not here to talk about Roman Reigns. We've had enough of Roman Reigns. We're here to talk about one half of the women's tag team champions, and that is Liv Morgan, who is reportedly injured and might have to vacate her WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Well, the good news for Liv Morgan is the tag team titles are fucking irrelevant. They don't matter shit. So even if she does have to hand one of those titles back, then it's no big deal. But there is a new report from Fightful Select that Morgan is injured. She was replaced by Dolph Ziggler at the cricket wireless signing in Greensboro, North Carolina today. I'm not sure what exactly that is. Some sort of signing, some convention, some garbage like that, because she was injured on Friday's SmackDown when she and Raquel retained over Bayley and Dakota Kai. She was supposed to defend the titles tonight on Raw against Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. However, that match appears to have been pulled from the show. They were advertising it on the Raw preview, and then they took the match away from the Raw preview. So yeah, looks like Liv Morgan definitely has some sort of injury. Not sure how long this will keep her out the ring for. Will it result in Liv Morgan having to forfeit the titles? Honestly, would it be bad for Liv Morgan to have to forfeit the titles? Probably not. First of all, I've never been a fan of Liv Morgan, but her career, she was getting a push, let's be honest. She was in the ring one-on-one with Ronda Rousey, and she had a couple of wins over Ronda Rousey. Were they fluky wins? Were they lucky wins? Yes, but they were wins nonetheless, and you actually felt like for the first time in her career, they were giving her a legit push. They were putting the ball behind Liv Morgan, and they were running with her. However, since she lost to Ronda Rousey, she had some stuff where she was acting crazy and jumping off things, and now she's in a throwaway tag team, and that's the last thing you want as a women's wrestler. Look at the women's tag team division. That's all they've got. When there's nothing for you, but they kind of want to keep you on TV, they literally just stick you in a tag team and have you compete for the tag team championships. It's not a good position to be in. So, I mean, if Liv Morgan has to forfeit, then again, it's not a big deal. Plus, her and Raquel Rodriguez, I don't think they're a good tag team at all. There's no reason why they're a tag team. I mean, I remember back in the day when tag teams actually used to share the same gimmick, or they'd share the same country, or you could see reasons why they were a team. So there's no logical reason. Why are Liv Morgan and Raquel teaming up? What makes them a good team? There's just nothing. What have they got in common? There's nothing there. It doesn't make any sense. Honestly, it does not. So we'll see what happens with Liv Morgan, whether she has to forfeit or whether she can continue. But again, I would just get rid of these belts, man. I would. And I know they're not going to, because we have to have equality. And if the men have belts, then the women need belts. But these titles are garbage. Honestly, these titles really are garbage. And now they've got NXT titles on SmackDown. There's just no need for all these championships. I think if they really wanted a women's tag team championship, what I would do is I would put one on each show. I would give like either Raw or SmackDown. It doesn't matter. I would put one individual women's title belt on one show, and then put the tag title belt on the other show, and then maybe try and create tag teams, and then stick all the tag teams on the show with the tag titles, and then stick all the individual women on the show with the individual belt. And that way, I think the individual women's champion would actually have some credibility, and she could just be the women's champion instead of Raw women's champion or SmackDown women's champion. Because when you say SmackDown or Raw in front of the name of the title, there's nothing can make a title look more shitter than that, calling it the Raw Women's Championship. There's a reason why the world titles have never been called the Raw title or the SmackDown title, because that would just discredit the belt. It does sound crap. So, yeah, guys, there you go. And one last thing, I mean, what is it with Liv Morgan? When I was creating this thumbnail, like, Liv Morgan back in the day used to look really fucking hot, but for some reason now, anytime you see her, ever really since she was in the Riot Squad, she's always got, like, stupid, like, eyeshadow, or she's got these stupid teardrops, or, you know, she does all this horrible looking fucking makeup, and it's like, why would someone that looks so good, why would someone that looks as pretty as Liv Morgan do all this stupid stuff to her face to make her look not as attractive? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why have they got an attractive? And I know they do it with a lot of women in WWE. I know that Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, they do all this like raccoon looking shit. I get that, but they're not attractive. Let's be honest. They're not attractive. Liv Morgan is attractive, so why would you make an attractive woman less attractive? It makes no sense to me. It's crazy. Could you imagine back in the day when Sable in 97, when Sable was taking off and, you know, she was getting mega popular? Imagine if she came out and she wore like this horrible makeup that just made her look like unattractive and just looked like a mess. Like, what would be the point of that? And the same with all the women back in the day. And I get it, they don't really focus on sex appeal as much as they did, but like still, why would you make someone like Liv Morgan look unattractive when she is attractive? And it baffles me, man. It baffles me. Anyway, guys, that is it. Liv Morgan, will she hold on to her belts? Will she give them up? Does anybody even care? Probably not. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, though, peace.